Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world is buzzing with what might be the most shocking free agency move in recent memory, as DK Metcalf, the explosive wide receiver who has tormented defenses for years, has reportedly signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. The whispers began hours ago, starting as vague speculation on social media. But as sources confirmed, the news spread like wildfire, leaving fans of both the Seahawks and the Eagles in total disbelief. Imagine a stadium already electric with anticipation for the upcoming season suddenly realizing that one of the league's most physically dominant receivers will now be suiting up in midnight green. The Eagles' front office reportedly worked tirelessly behind closed doors, navigating complex contract negotiations that many thought would never materialize, and somehow, against all odds, they pulled it off. Analysts are scrambling to recalculate projections. Fantasy football rankings are in chaos, and social media feeds are flooded with memes, reactions, and frantic takes about what this means for the NFC East and the league as a whole. DK Metcalf's combination of size, speed, and raw athleticism has always made him a matchup nightmare. And now, pairing him with the Eagles' dynamic quarterback and an already talented receiving core, the potential for jaw-dropping plays is limitless, igniting conversations that stretch from casual fans to die-hard analysts. Fans in Philadelphia are reportedly losing their minds, with videos circulating of people cheering in the streets, waving Eagles flags, and chanting Metcalf's name as if it already caught the game-winning touchdown in a Super Bowl. This kind of frenzy is rarely seen outside of championship celebrations, but the signing of a player like Metcalf has that exact effect, creating a perfect storm of excitement, speculation, and, inevitably, some anxiety. People are debating whether his arrival solidifies the Eagles as legitimate Super Bowl contenders or whether it creates new challenges in team chemistry and offensive strategy. Rumors suggest that locker room dynamics, team leadership, and even play-calling philosophies could all shift to accommodate his unique skill set, and insiders hint that coaches are already planning innovative ways to exploit defenses that have never faced a receiver quite like him. Social media is ablaze with fan theories, from imagining him leaping over defenders in highlight reels to comparing him to past NFL legends, while sports analysts dissect every aspect of his potential impact down to the number of touches per game, snap counts, and red zone opportunities. The excitement is contagious, spreading from die-hard Eagles supporters to casual football fans, making every conversation about the upcoming season center around this blockbuster signing. The ripple effects of DK Metcalf joining the Eagles are massive, touching everything from ticket sales to merchandise demand to national TV ratings. Reports are already surfacing that jersey sales have skyrocketed in the hours following the announcement, with fans desperate to secure their piece of this historic moment. Stadiums are expected to sell out faster than ever, and sports networks are planning special coverage to analyze his every move on the field. Every practice, every preseason snap, and every training camp update will now carry the weight of expectation, with fans eagerly watching to see how quickly Metcalf integrates into Philadelphia's offensive scheme. Rumors of behind-the-scenes strategy sessions, film studies, and adjusted playbooks suggest that the Eagles are leaving no stone unturned in making sure their new star receiver has the perfect platform to succeed. Meanwhile, discussions online have sparked heated debates comparing Metcalf to other top receivers in the league, questioning if he can immediately elevate the team to championship-caliber performance or if it will take a season to fully unlock his potential. Analysts are dissecting his past performance with the Seahawks, noting his incredible yards after catch, speed on deep routes, and ability to dominate in contested catch situations, all while trying to project how these traits will mesh with Philadelphia's offensive identity, quarterback tendencies, and game planning philosophies. The Seahawks fan base, on the other hand, is reeling from the news, expressing a mix of heartbreak, nostalgia, and frustration. DK Metcalf had become a cornerstone of Seattle's offensive identity, and his departure leaves a massive void that the team must now scramble to fill. Rumors about potential replacement targets, draft strategies, and trade possibilities have already begun circulating, with analysts speculating that the Seahawks may pivot toward younger receivers or invest heavily in the upcoming draft class to mitigate the impact. Social media in Seattle is awash with clips of Metcalf's memorable moments, highlight catches, game-winning touchdowns, and iconic sideline celebrations, as fans collectively reminisce while also fearing the uphill battle the team now faces without him. Experts are debating how his departure affects not just the offense but the team's overall morale and locker room leadership, with some suggesting that his absence might even influence coaching strategies, quarterback decision-making, and opponent defensive schemes. The Seattle narrative is now entwined with the Philadelphia narrative, creating a cross-country story of shockwaves, strategic recalculations, and the inherent drama that makes NFL free agency the spectacle it is. Insiders claim that the Eagles' coaching staff is ecstatic about the move, already envisioning how to use Metcalf to create mismatches and force opposing defenses into impossible decisions. The rumor mill is suggesting everything from trick plays to innovative route combinations, leveraging Metcalf's size and speed to maximum effect. Speculation is rampant that he will become the focal point of Philadelphia's offensive identity, drawing attention away from other receivers and opening opportunities across the field. Fans are already imagining jaw-dropping highlight reels, deep bomb connections with the quarterback, and record-breaking touchdown performances that could define the season. Fantasy football communities are in frenzy, recalculating projections and trading picks as if every move now revolves around Metcalf's impact. Meanwhile, betting markets are reportedly adjusting odds for the Eagles' playoff chances, Super Bowl probabilities, and even individual awards, with bookmakers acknowledging the seismic implications of this signing. Every conversation in sports circles seems to circle back to this one question: how will DK Metcalf transform the Eagles? And how quickly can they translate this acquisition into on-field dominance? The timing of the signing adds another layer of intrigue, as it comes right before key off-season events, allowing the Eagles to integrate him into team culture, practice routines, and early strategic plans before the full intensity of the regular season hits. Rumors hint at special training regimens, chemistry-building sessions with quarterbacks, and even media appearances designed to both hype the fan base and smooth the transition into the team. Analysts suggest that such careful timing could amplify the positive impact, giving the Eagles a competitive edge while other teams are still scrambling with their own roster adjustments. The narrative around Metcalf is no longer just about his physical ability. It encompasses leadership potential, locker room presence, and an intangible spark that can galvanize an entire franchise. Fans are already projecting headlines, playoff scenarios, and potential MVP discussions, imagining the Eagles as unstoppable when Metcalf is in full form. Social media debates rage over how defenses will adapt, which teams are most threatened, and whether rivalries will intensify as a result. Every rumor, every insider tip, and every speculative post now feeds into the growing mythos of DK Metcalf in Philadelphia, making this not just a signing, but the start of a story that could define the next chapter of NFL history. The arrival of DK Metcalf in Philadelphia is sending shockwaves through NFL circles, not just because of his physical dominance, but because of the way it reshapes expectations across the league. Rumors are swirling that rival teams are already revising their defensive strategies, planning to double cover him, shift their safeties, or even alter entire game plans to mitigate his presence. Analysts speculate that his impact won't just be statistical. It could redefine the tempo of games, force opponents into uncomfortable adjustments, and create an entirely new dynamic within the NFC East. Fans are theorizing about historic plays, imagining Metcalf breaking tackles in impossible ways or outrunning defenders for deep touchdown connections, all while commentators debate whether this signing might rival some of the most monumental free agent moves in NFL history. There's also a growing sense of intrigue surrounding his chemistry with Philadelphia's quarterback, with insiders hinting that early practice footage shows a near-instant connection, and whispers suggest that offensive coordinators are already designing plays that fully leverage his speed, size, and agility. The narrative online is wild, with every highlight clip of Metcalf's previous seasons dissected, analyzed, and projected onto the Eagles' offense, while debates rage over how defenses like the Cowboys or Giants might try and fail to contain him, turning speculation into a sport within the sport itself. Merchandise and fan culture have exploded as a result of the signing, with DK Metcalf jerseys reportedly flying off shelves faster than any other player in recent history. Videos on social media show fans camping outside stores, trading memorabilia, and even performing celebratory dances as a tribute to what they see as a transformative acquisition. Rumors about limited edition gear, signed apparel, and fan meet-and-greet events have created a frenzy that is as much about spectacle as it is about football. Analysts note that the economic impact on the franchise is enormous, predicting surges in ticket sales, sponsorship interest, and national attention for every home game. Meanwhile, fantasy football enthusiasts are in an uproar, recalculating draft boards, swapping players, and debating weekly rankings in ways that feel almost theatrical. Online communities are abuzz with hypothetical scenarios, touchdowns on the opening drive, game-winning deep balls, and Metcalf's name etched in highlight reels from coast to coast. Even casual fans are drawn into the drama, sharing posts, commenting on trades, and following the story as if it were a serialized drama unfolding in real time, transforming what was already an exciting offseason into a spectacle of near-mythical proportions. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Seahawks' loss of Metcalf continues to dominate conversations among analysts and fans alike, with speculation rife about how the franchise will respond in both the short and long term. Rumors suggest that Seattle may pursue a high-profile draft pick, explore trade opportunities, or even adjust offensive schemes to compensate for the sudden gap left by his departure. Experts are debating whether the team can maintain its identity without him, or if a transitional season looms on the horizon, marked by experimentation, recalibration, and potential growing pains. Social media is filled with heated debates, nostalgic highlight reels, and comparisons to previous era-shaking departures, creating a narrative that extends far beyond Philadelphia. Insiders hint that team leadership is quietly reassessing their priorities, evaluating not only player performance, but also morale, team culture, and fan engagement strategies to keep momentum despite the loss. The drama has a cross-country dimension, connecting Eagles' triumph with Seahawks' uncertainty and fueling speculation about which other free agents might be influenced by the Metcalf signing. Every conversation, tweet, and rumor reinforces the perception that this is a transformative moment, not just for the Eagles, but for the entire NFL landscape, creating ripples that may last for years to come. Philadelphia's coaching staff is reportedly treating Metcalf's arrival as a seismic opportunity, exploring every possible angle to maximize his impact. Rumors suggest innovative offensive schemes, creative route combinations, and even experimental formations designed to create mismatches on every snap. Analysts are projecting how his presence might stretch defenses vertically, open lanes for other receivers, and create unprecedented scoring opportunities. Fans are enthralled, imagining Metcalf leaping over defenders, catching impossible throws, and redefining what it means to dominate on the football field. Speculation about how he will handle high-pressure situations, playoff intensity, and media attention adds another layer to the narrative, as social media debates whether his arrival will translate immediately into tangible victories or if it will take time to fully integrate into the team dynamic. Betting markets are reportedly reacting, adjusting Super Bowl odds, divisional predictions, and player award forecasts in response to what is widely seen as a league-altering acquisition. Every angle, from offensive line performance to quarterback timing, is being analyzed, discussed, and speculated upon, creating a near-constant cycle of rumors, leaks, and fan anticipation that keeps Metcalf at the center of NFL discourse in ways few other players have ever experienced. The timing of the signing has sparked additional speculation about the Eagles' offseason strategy, with insiders hinting at carefully orchestrated steps designed to optimize both team performance and media exposure. Rumors suggest that training camps, team bonding exercises, and early season practice routines are being fine-tuned around Metcalf's strengths, allowing coaches to experiment with high-risk, high-reward plays that could define the season. Analysts are projecting how these tactical adjustments might force opponents to reconsider their defensive priorities, potentially influencing draft strategies, free agent signings, and even coaching philosophies across the league. Fan communities are thriving on conjecture, sharing speculative scenarios, video edits, and detailed analyses of possible game plans. Meanwhile, Metcalf's personal brand and social media presence are rumored to be growing exponentially, further amplifying the narrative that this is more than a simple roster change. It is a cultural moment within football. Every rumor, report, and insider tidbit adds layers to the story, creating a sense of anticipation that extends beyond the field and into national sports discourse, setting the stage for a season where every Eagles game carries both on-field significance and off-field spectacle, as fans, analysts, and rivals alike watch closely to see how this narrative unfolds. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.